Hello everyone, this is Haley Zamzo, and today I'm going to help you learn how to make music in the style of Musique Concrete. It is French, and essentially it is music that is created through acoustic sound. This could be your voice, it could be instruments, nature, or city tones, even, I don't know, if you want to capture the sounds of trains or something, it could be used. Basically, your different types of sound are divided into 4 different areas. You have tones, which are your normal instruments like guitar, piano, drums, etc. You have mistones, which is playing the instrument as it was not meant to be played, and this could be banging on a piano with drumsticks, which I don't recommend. I play piano and I play drums, and neither of those things would be good for them. Or maybe playing a guitar with a bow. Those things can be interesting elements to your music. You can also add pseudotones, which are sounds that imitate musical instruments. This would be blowing into a bottle or banging pans to represent drums, those types of things. You also just have sones, which are other sounds, and this is where your nature and your cityscapes would be involved. The basic place to start when you're making your Musique Concrete music is with a nice microphone. I'm just using my basic computer microphone because it's cheap, it came with the equipment, it's easy, but you can really start anywhere, just depends on your price range. Next, you'll want to get a type of recording software where you can manipulate the sounds and create the music. This could be something like Audacity or Anvil Studio or Ordure, things like that, and those are all free. There's also shareware like Sound Studio, or you can buy something like Steinberg, Cubase, Ableton, Avid Pro Tools, those basic things. So essentially, to get started, you want to think about the types of sounds you want to include within your music. So I'm going to go to Audacity right now, and we're going to get started by adding some sounds and manipulating them together. So I want to begin by saying that I'm using EasyVid to record my screen, and basically you have to go in after you've created the video to add your audio. So this is going to be kind of interesting to have to go back and forth between them. But what you can see is I've opened Audacity, and I basically just made 4 sounds. I yelled. I went, and you can do different things. There's different effects like amplify, bass and treble, change the pitch, change the speed, and this is where you get to play as a musician and develop the sound you want. I chose to add reverse, which completely reversed the tones that I had added, making it an interesting mix of sound. Then I was going to add another audio track, basically so they can overlap each other. So I have my original sound of that and I'm going to add a whistle tone over the top, and if I had like a flute or some sort of instrument like that, that's where that would be helpful. And I basically whistled the Hunger Tunes notes, which or not Hunger Tunes, Hunger Games notes. So those are going to go over and with this other track. I accidentally had some extra tracks in there, so I got rid of those. And so now we've combined them. Well, I noticed I had this empty space after there, so I'm going to go and generate, and they have different sounds you can add, different noises and things like that. And I just generated this chirp sound. And you can manipulate that, change it however you like, and this one's basically like a siren, and it's kind of annoying but kind of cool at the same time. So it's completely up to your interpretation. So now that I've got that basic form, I decided to add some percussion-like sounds. I don't have a drum with me right now, but I just did some basic banging on the desk to get a little rhythm, interesting tones, and this could be put under the sounds we already have, layered with them, or it can create something new to continue with the song that you're creating. And basically, we're going to decide, okay, what effects do we want to put on this? And again, this is all up to how you want the music to make people feel. and how you want it to sound and go together. Do you want there to be a steady tempo? Do you want it to be freeform? It's completely up to you. So I eventually ended up just repeating this one. Repeat is a great way to not have to make the same sound multiple times. I repeated it 5 times, so it'll go on 5 times the amount that it had. And this is really efficient way to write. So basically, I've started with some Musique Concrete, and you can go from there and have fun with it. It's basically just a way to use creativity and accept the sounds of nature. Thank you for listening.